Hi, Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I'm going to do a video today on something that I stumbled across, and it was kind of stunning in how well it gave an insight into how narcissists think. This is from another self-aware narcissist, who had been, diagnosed by, a clinician. And they were addressing the issue of validation. And one of the things that the narcissist said, which just blew me away, was that the narcissist will basically say things that they don't think or feel for validation, for the purpose of validation. So if they're around, say, this is a very silly example, but say you have like the narcissist and they're around a lot of Russians. They'll say, oh my God, I'm so glad that Russia, sent their peacemakers into Ukraine in order to secure the country so that there's stability. But if you take that exact same narcissist and put them with a group of Ukrainians, the narcissist will say, oh my God, I can't believe that the Russians are so aggressive and that they invaded your country and are assaulting and killing civilians. It's a travesty, etc. And so the point is that the narcissist doesn't care in a lot of circumstances when it comes to, like, say, well, I can't say always, but to some extent, as far as like opinions that have a social resonance, that they will basically read the room and then say something that they know is going to get a very positive response. And I don't, me personally, in my experience, not true at all of my malignant narcissist. If anything, she would actually say the opposite because she wanted the conflict. That was crack cocaine for her. I mean, she was energized by confrontation and conflict. On the other hand, my ex-girlfriend, the covert narcissist, was the exact opposite, and very much what I've been describing, where she, the phrase now that a lot of people use, virtue signaling, which is kind of offensive, but that's another video. But basically this idea that she would go, everyone might be going out to lunch, and out of nowhere she would say, I just think it's horrible that there's no ramps for wheelchairs. How is anyone that's disabled and not able to use the stairs going to eat at this restaurant? And the thing is, like, okay, that's a valid point, but she was always saying stuff like this. I mean, she would always and make this big grandiose show of being outraged at injustice in the world. And again, it's not like anyone disagreed with her, but that's the point. These are all very safe things to say. And so it's not like she's really going out on a limb saying, I don't think that children should starve. Or, I think that, we should, fund our VA hospitals. I mean, it's not, no one's going to disagree with those things. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, you're right. I'm glad that you're standing up for, for justice and these, issues. And so, it all kind of clicked for me this morning when I came across this self-aware narcissist that had been asked a question about validation. And narcissists crave validation so much that they will, verbally, communicate opinions that they don't necessarily care about, or in some instances may not even agree with, because that to them, that's not the point. The point is they want people to give them validation, appreciation, etc. So yeah, I just thought I'd make this video just because, at least for me, it resonated. And I'm assuming for, some of you, out there watching this video, that you've had experiences with narcissists that do the same thing, that will always, say what everyone's thinking, and it doesn't need to be said, but say it so that they can be given validation and appear to be the good one. So hopefully this video's been helpful. Thanks.